I knew it. I knew he was going to be more slid over this time around. Alright. Woman.
Oh, by the way, I didn't ask you about the mid-tees that I threw in there. Is that like coded all right?
Yep, yeah, I saw you move it a couple times.
I know. I tried to. The template was weird because like it has like this weather unscripted time that I tried to figure out, and I just left it alone at the end of the day. I think.
Yeah, it looks pretty now, so we're good. Yeah, what he was talking about is all that mess. 30. Ten.
24 hours as we celebrated the wonders of America.
5, stand by.
Mackenzie Henderson, WDAY News.
You're watching the news leader, WDAY.
Tonight at 10 on the News Leader.
Teddy Roosevelt's legacy takes center stage in the Badlands.
You cannot fully understand what this place did to Theodore Roosevelt until you stand in it.
Why state leaders and his family say this new library is a defining moment for North Dakota.
Power is restored tonight in Lakes Country after storms wreaked havoc there. How many customers at one point did not have power?
Families filled a local fireworks store for last-minute shopping.
I love shooting off fireworks and hanging out with friends.
What store leaders were anticipating and how families plan to spend time together.
Good evening, everyone. As America celebrates its 250th birthday, North Dakota is marking a historic milestone with the opening of the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library in Medora, starting a new chapter in preserving the 26th president's legacy in the Badlands. That story tonight from WDAY News reporter Hunter Schwartz.
205, and back in center.
It's been over 140 years since Teddy
that
Roosevelt first stepped foot in the Badlands of Medora. But with the opening of the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library, his life and legacy are once again taking center stage.
Roosevelt spent 2 years here. He came here broken, this place healed him, and it transformed him into the larger-than-life figure we are celebrating today.
For many in North Dakota, the meaning and aura of the Badlands is something that has to be experienced to be understood.
You cannot fully understand what this place did to Theodore Roosevelt until you stand in it. Until you look out across these Badlands and realize that there's nothing between you and the horizon but grass and sky and possibility.
Among those helping dedicate the library is someone who carries Roosevelt's name forward more than a century later.
Please welcome Theodore Roosevelt V.
Theodore Roosevelt's great-great-grandson says the library is not just about preserving history, but about making it personal and memorable for those who walk through it.
Don't be fooled by the name out front. Though it bears Theodore Roosevelt's name, this library is not about him. It's about you. If you leave here with nothing more than a better understanding of Theodore Roosevelt, then we will have failed.
And leaders say that message extends beyond the walls of the library and into how Americans see their role in the country today.
It's here to invite students and families and scholars, visitors and citizens from across the country and the world to encounter history, nature, and themselves in a new way. We hope every person who walks through these doors leaves not only knowing more about TR, but asking more of themselves.
God bless America. Hunter Schwartz, WDAY News.
And if you'd like to take a look at our coverage leading up to the library's opening, you can find our coverage from WDAY's Kevin Wallivan on our website, inforum.com. Meanwhile, the Obama Foundation congratulating the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library as now being the newest to open. Barack Obama's Presidential Library opened about 2 weeks ago, June 19th, in Chicago. To weather now, the scattered thunderstorms from earlier have diminished for pleasant firework conditions in the area tonight. Storm Tracker meteorologist Stefan Sundin has a first look at our forecast.
Yeah, looking at those storm reports in the last 12 hours, this was mainly afternoon, evening time again. We saw some hail reports around an inch out to the east in north central Minnesota, and a couple of wind reports farther to the south. But overall, a lot of that has gradually diminished throughout the evening time and is now giving way to mainly clear skies, especially out to the west, out to the east, still dealing with some of those clouds and maybe a couple showers that are sub-severe at this point well into central Minnesota. Winds otherwise, though, are on the calm side of things, around 0 to 10 miles an hour tonight. So again, very pleasant conditions for fireworks tonight. We'll have 70s in store right now, even some 60s in Bemidji, Thief River Falls, and Devil's Lake. So it is still going to be a little bit humid out there, 60 and 70 degree dew points. So still feeling some effects of the humidity, but with those temperatures taking a step back into the 70s, really pleasant, especially with that sunset. A few more clouds out in the distance in Oaks, North Dakota, with a temperature of 73 degrees. Looking at Castleton, North Dakota, again, you can see a few clouds there, and they're going to be fizzling gradually throughout the night. Plenty of clear skies in store tonight and tomorrow. I'll have the details of how warm we'll get tomorrow coming up in the Storm Tracker forecast.
Power is restored in New York Mills tonight after a storm sent hundreds of homes without power. WDAY received permission to show this video of the storm as it passed through New York Mills this afternoon. You can see water filling up on the sides of roads there. Water would eventually flow onto the streets in the city. Otter Tail Power Company, that is, had reported 542 customers were without power in New York Mills earlier this afternoon. An update now to a story we first broke for you last night on WDAY News at 10. Fargo police have released more details regarding an arrest just outside of downtown Fargo yesterday. This man, 26-year-old Eric Dubar, was arrested last night at around 6:30 and is in the Cass County Jail. We have learned that arrest is in connection to an incident in May where shots were fired near the intersection of Albrecht Boulevard and 12th Avenue North near NDSU. This is video of his arrest at a gas station just outside downtown. He was arrested on several charges, including attempted murder, terrorizing, reckless endangerment, and felon in possession of a firearm. Fargo police say they cannot release any more information at this time due to an ongoing investigation. His criminal record includes multiple felony charges in Anoka and Wright counties near the Twin Cities. Stick with the news leader as we work to learn more. A barn in rural Emerado caught fire overnight, with conditions leading to smaller fires nearby. Their volunteer fire department posted this picture this morning from the scene. They say the fire happened at the 2500 block of 17th Avenue Northeast and were called there just after 1 this morning. Once crews got there, the fire had spread to the second story of the barn, which later collapsed. In the process of fighting the fire, grassed areas were ignited. Our partners at the Grand Forks Herald say the building was not occupied at the time and nobody was injured. It was extinguished just before 6. That cause is still being investigated. The North Dakota National Guard had a presence on the ground and in the sky in Mandan today. Members of the Army's National Guard's 1st Battalion, 112th, that is, Aviation Regiment, flew over the Mandan Independence Day Parade in helicopters this morning, one being a UH-60 Blackhawk and a UH-72 Lakota. Several other representatives of the National Guard walked the path of the parade along Main Street in Mandan. The event is billed as North Dakota's largest parade. The community of Hankinson is celebrating the opening of its new Emergency Services Center. The 13,000 square foot facility is nearly double the size of their old building and will hold Hankinson's volunteer fire and ambulance trucks and their equipment. This is video from their grand opening ceremony earlier this morning. The building was needed as the old building couldn't fit the newer, bigger fire trucks that the department needed. The facility also features an ambulance bay along with the specialized decontamination and training areas. The community raised $420,000 in donated labor to make the project a reality. Dilworth firefighters brought a deer to safety today. The fire department posted this picture of 2 firefighters pulling a deer out of the mud. Clay County Sheriff Mark Empting tells WDAY someone had found the deer stuck, then tried to save it and got themselves stuck. Once first responders arrived, the person was no longer stuck, but the deer still was. Empting says the deer was ultimately pulled out by the antlers and appeared to be in good health. The Independence Day Parade getting canceled is not dulling the spirit of a North Dakota high school band. This is video of the Williston Coyote Marching Band playing on a street corner in Washington, D.C. at the Columbia Heights Civic Plaza. They were scheduled to perform in the parade this morning, but it was canceled due to extreme heat, with potential record-breaking highs forecasted for today. To make up for it, they've been playing music flash mob style at several spots in D.C., planning to go by the Lincoln Memorial, Jefferson Memorial, and the Iwo Jima Memorial. They live-streamed multiple performances on their Facebook page. They also got a picture today with North Dakota Congresswoman Julie Fedorchak. Some last-minute fireworks shopping in the Metro.
Other than that, we're going for as big as we can.
Up next on WDAY News, how Memory Fireworks in Horace help people make final fireworks purchases and how some families look to get everyone involved safely.
And we didn't just hear those rumbles from fireworks earlier today. We saw maybe some thunder and lightning earlier. This is from West Battle Lake, Minnesota. Thank you to Hannah for capturing this beautiful pop-up thunder shower in the distance there. You can see that rain curtain, but we will be fairly clear of clouds tomorrow, and we'll have a bit warmer of temperatures to deal with as well. We'll have the details coming up.
You're watching the news leader, WDAY, the most watched news in the region.
All right, that's a block. Woo.